Hi you guys, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft. I have finished my rodeo series and mostly cleaned off my desk. I even have a little black space over here. I still have a pile of papers that I have pulled and are waiting on some of these additional page kits that I'm going to be putting together. But for the most part, it's manageable. I've put the unused things away for the most part. And so the next set of photos that I'm excited to work on is Easter. So I have a whole bunch of Easter pictures here. This was Easter time, maybe Palm Sunday or something, I'm not sure. Random picture. It was taken at Easter, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Coloring Easter eggs is a topic. These are all pictures, I think, of Reese and my dad hanging out in our church. So I need to do some serious filtering of these to 1 2-page layout. This is with the Easter Bunny, and more pictures of Reese and my dad. And so that's another 2-page spread. This is the school, well, her daycare, Easter egg hunt. So that will be 1 2-page spread. This is an Easter egg hunt at my parents' country club when they belonged to the country club. So that will probably be a 2-page layout. And then this is that same day having lunch. So with another Easter bunny. So that's probably another 2-page layout. And then Easter morning, opening her Easter basket. So that is one, I say 2-page layout, that's a lot. There might have to be a flip on that one, and then this one is a 1-page layout. So I think I only had one 1-page layout, but maybe we'll figure it out. So that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 page kits that I need to put together. But I'm going to start with, so I have the rough kits that I put together, where I pulled all the sticker sheets that I had at the time and some papers that I thought would work and were appropriate. I also have the My Favorite Easter pack from Echo Park, and I pulled Echo Park Dots and Stripes. This is all gingham, so this will be a great for background pages if I need it. And then I also pulled, I remembered I have this really cute Easter layout from a Paper Wizard page kit from many years ago, 2016. So I am going to, let me take my watch off. I am going to start and find photos to go with this. But before I do that, I had pulled, if you saw my haul, it included a Get Well Soon kit, and that little 6x6 paper kit included these tooth pictures and this little tooth thing. So I want to start with her dentist pictures and just get that kit together first. I don't know if I'll do it first, but so there's some pretty dark blue on here from the screen. There are her teeth. You can, so cute. And she still has this dental hygienist, you guys, all these years later. we did not do a pediatric dentist. We just go to a family dentist. So I've got these cute pictures, and she's wearing, you know, these are not the greatest colors, but I'm going to emphasize the pink, and we're just going to make this work. So this, to eliminate some of this blue, I may just cut these out as individual pictures so that they look good on there. So I will need, I think I'm going to put it all on a white card base because I've got a lot of pattern papers pulled from that 6x6. And then I'll probably do it in some sort of a grid pattern. Oh, I'm going to need a 2-page layout for this. So this will be fun to challenge myself to do a 2-page layout. I'm not sure how. I could just do a quadrant on one side. I don't know. But let's look at the papers that I have. I think all of these are cute. This is pink. Let's see what she's wearing. She's wearing green. I don't know that I need this one. I love this. It's got that lime green in it. These hearts are really cute. So all of these are double-sided. I don't know that I need this. I could use this one, or I could use that, and then another turquoise grid. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. So if I am strategic, I think I can make that work. And then when I go to lay it out, if I need some extra plain cardstock, I can do that. So it's not quite enough paper to cover this, but it would be enough paper if I do a grid pattern, and that might make sense for this. So I'm just gonna put this, I have pulled aside. All right, so I spent about probably close to an hour and a half total on putting together all these page kits. And so in an effort to reduce the amount of time that it's going to take you to see all these page kits come together, I have sped everything up and I will voice over. So this is the photos from the country club egg hunt, and I'm going to use this Paper Wizard page kit. So I think the colors go with it well. She's wearing pretty bright and vibrant colors, and so that's an easy answer. I won't do a layout process on that one since the layout's already complete, but you will see it in the project reveal at the end of the month. So this is a little bit of a false start. Oh, no, it's not. So this is the other egg hunt. This is the school egg hunt, and I picked this Keller Creations paper that's been in my stash for a long time. I have 2 of the striped, and then I have 1 each of these other papers. The colors look great with this. I had started looking at that brighter green and decided against it. And now I'm going to look for some more papers because this will I think this will probably need to have a flip flap, you know, an extra flip on the side, you know, like a 12x6 coming off the side. I'm just double checking to see if there's anything that I have with eggs on it that will match. And I end up going into the paper kit, and I think the Echo Park paper kit, and finding one that coordinates really well with it. Even though most of the colors in this kit don't go with this. But this blue, it has a little bunnies on it, and that's really pretty close to perfect with it. The pink might work, but I've got the solid pink, so I decided not to include it. But I am keeping that whole paper kit to the side of my desk when I do these pages. So if I need to pull something else from it, I will. And then I'm just looking at some of the different cut aparts to see which ones will work. And I think I cut out that bunny one. So in some cases, I go ahead and cut the cut apart, try and force myself to use it. And in a couple of cases in these kits, I had two choices and I wasn't sure which one I wanted, and so I left it. But I'm going to take both of these, since it's going to be a 2-page plus layout. I'm just double checking and then seeing if there's any stickers. I do end up deciding I'm not going to commit those stickers to page kits. I'm just going to keep it on the side and use it as much as possible. I think I do end up including this in the page kit. It's just got a few bits and pieces left. And this chipboard, I think. I don't put it in the page kit, but I do include it. And then I'm going to go through, and I do this a couple of times, which is why I sort of sped this up. I do find a few bits of ephemera that I think work. And then once again, I'm keeping these ephemera kits on the side and then going through them again before I start the page kits, just in case I've changed my mind or I make other decisions as things go. Just trying to pull out the things that I think will work. And I don't use all of those, and then those are going in a little container on my desk as well, since I have several Eastery pages to make. So I pretty quickly decide none of those are going to work. So I do keep these little acetate from, I've put a lot of ephemera into binders, and so I kept all the little packets from all those little ephemera kits, and then I use them when I'm making individual page kits. And I didn't go into my binders for a lot of these things. I will do that before I make the page in some cases, but I knew I hadn't put Easter or a lot of spring stuff in there. So this is meeting the Easter bunny. It was not on Easter. I think it may have been Palm Sunday. So I'm just looking for something with some purple in it. And this paper was cute. I do like it. But then I think I kind of struggle with something to go with it. And I find one that will work even a little better. That's even sort of brighter colors than that. And it's older. So it's an older piece of paper for me. And so I'd like to use up that old stuff first. And then from that gingham, Echo Park gingham kit, that one goes pretty well and looks pretty cute with it. And I think I'm going to try and fit that on a 1-page layout. So I've tried to edit out, where I went for something and then decided against it. But I love this purple and yellow together. I think that's going to look super cute. And there's such bright colors on that egg paper. So pretty happy with that. And again, it's time to look at ephemera. And I think I end up pulling out quite a bit of purple ephemera to go with this. The other colors don't work as well. So you can see that one's white and got some different colors on it. So I think that one will work. And then I'm just going to have to probably make a few things on the Cricut or find some other stuff. But a few things work. So it's not a super complex page kit, but I think it's going to be sufficient. All right, and the next one, same country club, same bunny, but actually on Easter. So we had Easter brunch there. I don't think I have pictures of the actual brunch, but so I'm looking for this sort of Madras plaid. Looks really cute with it, and so far I haven't really done a lot with florals, so I'm going to use this Easter bunny since there's a bunny in the pictures, and then this plaid looks really pretty with it. I do like the gingham, but I don't love the gingham and that Madras together. So I'm going to leave the Madras and then do that. And there's some blue in there too, so I really like that floral paper. There are a couple of items on here that I like, but I wasn't sure which one. Like that blue one is cute, and then the Happy Easter floral is real cute too. So I don't know, honestly, I don't know if I can fit either of them on there. It just depends. And then I added a piece of white cardstock as well. I also had a bunch of pictures very similar to this of at my church of my daughter with my dad. So I may just filter some of those out. I don't know how many we really need across those 2 pages. So here I'm cutting a smaller cut apart out that is with the bunny. So the only part I cut out there was like packaging it up in an envelope. This is Christmas morning, Easter morning, and she's looking at her basket. I think this one is going to work, and then I switch and I find one that I think works better, and again is older paper. So this is from the new Echo Park kit, but I find one, another piece of paper that's from the Echo Park kit. But this one has been in my stash for longer, and the pinks in there are a really good match to her pajamas, her little penguin pajamas that she's wearing. And so the tone of that is really, really good. And so I pull out one of those ginghams. I'm loving that gingham, you guys. And there's also some sort of dustier rose in there. A little bit darker rose color. And this is an old Stampin' Up! Piece of paper, yellow with some floral on it. And it's a real pretty soft yellow that matches that paper perfectly. And so I have 2 scraps of that from my yellow scrap stash. And then I go ahead and put 2, it's a lot of pictures, so I put 2 of the gingham and then some of that yellow, and I know that I can sort of do a nice layout, 2-page layout using that. And then I'm going to go through the ephemera again. And I do find quite a bit of ephemera, and I focus on this sort of soft aqua. There are quite a few items, even some frames. And just as a heads up, I do end up doing shaker pockets on this page with a couple of those frames. So just going through, and there are quite a few. I'm able to use quite a bit of ephemera on this. And I pull out some washi tape. I think the only washi tape I pull out to include there is this bunny tape, and I'm just looking at it to see how does it look on top of that yellow paper, for example. And this is tape that has carrots on it. I don't put that one in the kit, but spoiler alert, I do use it on the page. All right, coloring eggs is next. So you can see we did really bright eggs for our egg coloring. So I'm just trying to figure out which papers will look the best with those bright eggs. And I think this is the one that I select, yeah. And then I just need to pick paper, solid paper to go with it. So I try that, and I think I don't love that yellow with it. I decide to go with this green that I had tried on an earlier page and it didn't work, and I just really think that those colors pop off that green. So I go to look for something else. I pull it, there's some orange on this paper, and I've got orange eggs, and so I pull out some orange. Just trying to make these pages look different. Not everything's going to be pink and green or the teal and pink or whatever. So I pull out some of these other papers from my scraps, from my orange scraps, to help highlight some of those fun colors. So I had cut the corners off this paper, so it's a little bit of a weird scrap, but I'm sure I can find a way to use it somehow. Now the only thing about like these rows of eggs and this one, I'm getting a lot of horizontal lines. So there's turquoise eggs in here. So I'm trying to find the right teal. So this is going to be a really fun and bright page. All right, I think I'm almost done with this one. Just looking for some more teal paper. So and a few more yellow scraps, just to, can't have too many colors apparently. Looking for the right color of yellow for that. All right, so that kit is pretty close to done. I'm not sure if I pull any ephemera. I don't. I decide I'll just wait on the ephemera for that one. So you can see these are, I have a lot of these pictures. It's at my church. So I really need to pare down the ones with my dad. They're great, and I love that we have them. They were very close. but that's a lot of pictures in one album of that, so I need to pull some of them out. So I went off. I had trouble finding what I wanted for this in the papers that I had pulled, so I went and pulled new papers. I really wanted to do florals for this. It was Easter morning, and so I found this floral from My Best Life that is easily for fussy cutting, and then a more detailed floral to use as you know, blocks of paper. And then this is from Fun Stamper's Journey, a paper kit, and I think those actually look really good together. And then that bright blue, so I'm pulling the colors from her dress. The blue and the pink from her dress are the two main colors, and then embellishing with florals, and that will be Happy Easter. And you can see that I have also pulled a couple of florals from My Best Life also. And then I will just have to either print or cut a Happy Easter sentiment. So that one is finished. And then my last paper kit is, I also went and pulled florals, and these are from Mercy Tierra. I think this is the May kit. And this is a little bit like an airmail sign, but it's pink and red and blue, and that really does match her dress. This is a very old piece of pink Creative Memories paper that is actually not a full 12 by 12, so I can cut it very easily and then leave that stripe for a border on this. And then here's that same popular blue, because it's the same blue that's in that cross at church that they're standing in front of. And then some florals for fussy cutting. And this is the Mercy Tierra, the embellishments that came with it, with that kit. So I'm just looking for a few things that go with it. And I think I'm going to use the You Are Not Alone, since they're standing in front of a cross, and maybe a few other things from that. So I'm just going to include those things in with that page kit for now. And there's a specialty sequin mix that came with this one as well. Those Easter pictures. Not all of the spring pictures, but all of the Easter pictures. So 1, 2, I need a divider there. And just a heads up, I did switch out some papers. I found some Chamel paper that I love with this. So I did switch out some papers. So that'll be a surprise, but these ephemera still go. So 1, 2, 3, 4 coloring Easter eggs. This one, opening Easter basket. I'm losing track already. 2-page layout, another 2-page layout of school Easter egg hunt, and a 2-page layout of another Easter egg hunt, and then this, I think, oh, and this is the dentist, so not Easter. So that should probably keep me busy till the end of the month, but I'm looking forward to having some fun and making some Easter pages. Thanks a lot, you guys.